Perhaps we can recover from the damage dealt to us by that joke with our Burning Blood, healing us 6 hit points at the start of each of these at the end of combat. Here's a question for you all. Would Burning Blood be better or worse if it said start of combat instead of end of combat? The bonus is that you get the health for the current combat. So if you were going to die by 6 health or less in the current fight, then it'll save you. But the downside is that if you enter a fight at full health, you can't recover any chip damage that you would take. Jedid's got their own twist. What's the difference between a Spire streamer and an employment commission? One's a Baalorlord, the other's a labor board. And the Ironclad has a bent sword. Neither truly worse or better, simply different. Ooh, wise words from a wise chat member. Ooh, speaking of wise. We have a very interesting set of possibilities here in Act 1. Transform a card on Ironclad? I think I would transform Strike. I wonder how well that works out on average. Enemies in our next 3 combats have 1 health. That is very interesting to me because we can go combat, shop, event, shop, or combat triple event shop into a free elite. And if we don't get a combat in either of these event rooms, which is actually better than 50-50 odds, we can actually get 2 elites for free with Niao's Lament. Not a single, but a double snipe. And even if we do encounter an enemy, we guaranteed basically get a single snipe. And I like Ironclad in particular with snipe starts because the Burning Blood will recover some of the missing health at the start. Lamguin says, under what circumstances would I choose an upgrade to my starting deck as the Niao bonus? I think it can be particularly nice on Ironclad for upgrading Bash. Bash upgrade is pretty dang nice, actually. Although I tend to find that I opt for other vulnerable sources in the game. An upgraded Bash hits pretty dang hard. And the additional vulnerable turn is a really big deal. Defect likes an upgrade on Zap to make it 0 cost, and Watcher loves an upgrade on Eruption. In all cases, I really favor this kind of start when you have a very early elite that you have to overcome, and you need a little bit of advantage there. It's also a pretty significant improvement in your first 3 combats. So if you want to preserve as much health as possible, again, usually because there's an early elite, that's when a starting upgrade can be nice. Generally speaking, now that I've got a lot of experience in Spire, I tend to feel like I prefer to remove 1 card over upgrade 1 card as a starting bonus. Taking damage for a rare relic I think is also very acceptable. There's a lot of rares on the Ironclad that are very, very good, rare relics. And I think rare relics get even better if Slime Boss is your Act 1 boss. Because the 3 of the worst rare relics, Ginger, Turnip, and Stone Calendar, are really good in the Slime Boss fight. That said, I'm not a huge fan of taking damage as starting bonus, and I really like the idea of getting this double elite snipe. How many rest sites does that get me? Just 2. 3 elites, 2 upgrades. Versus, I can go 2 elites, 4 upgrades if I go this way. Still a chance to snipe this elite, too. Any other way to get lots of elites? Never thought of Ginger / Turnip as bad rare relics. Compared to many of the others, many of the others that you can start with, they are relatively low impact, especially in Act 1. The quote-unquote good ones that I'd be looking for if I'm taking one as my starting bonus are Fossilized Helix, Incense Burner, Pocket Watch, Dead Branch, Gambling Chip, Mango, Captain's Wheel. These are all going to have a lot more numerical immediate impact than immunity to a status effect. Mummified Hand is actually an uncommon relic, believe it or not a rare one. That one does get miscategorized a lot. Ice Creams are rare, but I'd actually put that in the category of weaker at the start of the game. Wing Boots are also very good at the start of the game. Oh, there's also, like, this line. Burning Elite, Elite, Elite. That's a risky attempted snipe, though. But we might be able to get the Burning Elite for free. If we take Niau's Lament. I just don't think it's particularly likely. With how the things are laid out. Upon reflection, maybe I want this rare relic. Yeah, you know what? Give me a rare relic. An old coin to start. Okay, 399 gold means that I am in fact going to a shop. That's a lot of money. That is one of the better ones as well, to start with. It's better than if we had taken a gold star, right? Taking the really rich money sword is only 250 gold. We just got 300. That is many dollars. More dollars than have ever existed. I think I'm going to go to this shop immediately, and we'll figure it out from there. 400 gold should be plenty. And then we can either opt to go for the Burning Elite, or for this Elite, or for the more Elites path. All depending on what's in the shop. Getting punched in the face for money. It's a tried and true Ironclad strategy. Take one, we'll heal for 6. Looks like we're up a lot of health in this fight. That's a really good result. Ideal, you might even call it. Combust floor 1 with a slime boss at the end of the act. Actually, a pretty decent first card. Combust costs you 1 health per turn, which can be a little hard to justify, but the damage output of this card is spectacular. Don't underestimate it. It's also very helpful against several of the elites, including Gremlin Knob. Don't discount Combust as a damage to single targets option, too. Otherwise, I'm taking this Reckless Charge, or this Body Slam. Reckless Charge could be interesting, because I'm likely to pick up an Evolve anyway, because we're fighting Slime Boss. But I think I should take this Combust. Watch there be an Evolve and another Reckless Charge here or something. No, there's another Combust. There's Power Through. Power Through is a big beefy block card. Hey there, Quiverall. Good luck with your interview later. That Waffle is a lot of health right now. That's also a very early Singing Bowl, as people are noting. Allowing us to gain 2 max health whenever we skip a card. Although note that 282 is a lot of money to spend on this thing. When we do need immediate power. I think my immediate instinct is to do something like Power Through, Lee's Waffle, card removal. I like the Power Through because Combust is going to force us to end combats quickly anyway, meaning the wound downside of this card shouldn't be that bad. Is there another shop? There could be, but I think I'd prefer not to. With this path, we're either going to go for the Burning Elite. We're probably going to go for the Burning Elite. Is Whirlwind ever a thought? Yes. Whirlwind is okay. It's a little less necessary because of the Combust. But it is definitely an option here. Whirlwind needs an upgrade or some strength to go with it, however. I would never consider bottling a power here. I could consider Swift Strike. Free attack is definitely going to be helpful. I'm also debating Remove Defend versus Remove Strike, and I think the answer is Remove Strike. That leaves me with 95. Can't buy the Swift Strike, but I could buy Whirlwind. think I'm okay with that. Remember, we have 2 more easy pool fights. We get lots more card options offered to us. Fair enough, I just gained a bunch of health. Let's lose some. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Charon's Ashes. There's some AoE for us. Whenever we exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Now, we don't have a lot of exhaust yet, but I think we're headed in the right direction. Do. Ow. Stop hurting me. Actually, I like Warcry quite a bit with Charon's Ashes. Go figure. The upgrading combusted option, yes, that is going to be my first and most powerful upgrade. It improves the damage by 2 per target per turn without increasing the self-damage at all, which is very good. How badly do we want to feel no pain? Not as badly as we just want things that exhaust. I think our first preference would be something like a Second Wind or a Fiend Fire. And from there we can take Aura Corruption. And from there we can take a Feel No Pain. But right now I just need more things to exhaust. Warcry is a thing to exhaust. I think I'll take it. Okay, I probably don't need to play Combust here. Remember, we're getting some free damage from Ashes, so we can just use the typical cultist strategy here. Take 1. +5. And another potion. Shrug, Flex, or Clash? Feeling like a shrug for me, personally. I'm a little worried about our damage output, but these 2 potions combined with one another should make for a really good turn. Would playing multiple combusts increase the self-damage? Yes, the wrong guy, and they would stack together to do 1 instance of 2 damage. So you wouldn't be immune to it all with Tungsten Rod, you would just take -1, for example. As a general rule, whenever possible, Spire will stack similar effects and just increase the numerical value rather than adding additional occurrences of the effect, which keeps Spire performing smoothly even when things are getting extremely silly. Definitely going to keep these 2 potions together. And I feel like we're definitely capable of beating a Burning Elite. If it's Sentries, it'll be a completely free fight. If it's Gremlin Knob or Lagavulin, well, Lagavulin I've got really good block against, and the Combust will whittle them down. Whereas against the Gremlin Knob, I have these 2 potions to kill them. That said, a max health Gremlin Knob or max health Lagavulin could still be very scary. Okay, just a metallicizing Lagavulin. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay. That 4 Metallicize is going to be a real problem, actually. Now that I think about it. Next turn, I'm going to use both potions. Actually, don't think I want to play Power 3 yet. Can't afford these wounds. Quite yet. Uh-oh. Good morning, Zizzy. Uh-oh. Ouch. Get him, Combust. Okay, that was a much more difficult fight than I anticipated. However, we're alive. We now have our green key as well as the boot. And an opportunity to rest before trying to fight more elites. We're also offered a Juggernaut, a Seeing Red, and a Heavy Blade. Juggernaut's surprisingly good damage output here. Seeing Red activates the Ashes and makes it easier for us to play our other stuff. I think either of these could be good. Hey there, Matty G. We'll be tracking our number of losses with each character as well. And at the end of the challenge, we'll be able to take a look at all the run files and make some kind of overall win rate calculation. If anyone's interested, at the very end of it, I might make just a folder with all of the run files from this year, so that people can do any kind of statistical looking at that they want to. But that does require me to lose, which so far has not occurred. Juggernaut seems unnecessary with Ashes. I think it could be a really nice supplement. Thoughts on Speedrun Spire? Really looking forward to seeing it at GDQ. Ow. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing it at GDQ. I haven't run Speedy Spire in a while, and I think I'm unlikely to again. Speed Spire at this point is very glitch heavy in a very interesting but not to me personally way. SGS is going to be at GDQ unseeded, not so bad, Andy. Unseeded 4-character. Very glitchy run. Josh Prox, thank you so much for 20 months of support. No, not on A20, just A0 unseeded with glitches, which is going to be mostly extremely fast. NB's Wheel? Sorry if I butchered your pronunciation there. Thank you so much for that Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. On review, I'm going to take the Seeing Red here to make our Ashes put in a bit more work, but maybe there was a Juggernaut line in there somewhere. And I'm going to rest and we're going to fight some more elites. See how this goes for me. Oh, sweet. There's another amazing rare relic. We're now at 3 rare relics. Another one of the reasons that I like a rare relic start is that it gets you deeper into the rare relic pool on your run, meaning you'll see more rare relics and therefore are more likely to find a run-defining rare relic. Captain's Wheel is definitely, well, not necessarily run-defining, but it's going to be extremely helpful here in Act 1 because most of the threats in Act 1 do the bulk of their damage on turn 3. Notably, this guy, Gremlin Knob, does a lot of damage on turn 3, and we're just going to get a ton of block for free thanks to the wheel. Makes that slime boss attack survivable. Makes a lot of things manageable. Don't think I'm going to play Warcry, as it gives the Knob 3 strength, although it would let me put the power through on top. I'd rather just play the Shrug. So we'll take this hit. And then we get 18 out of the 24 block required here. I'll strike one time and then Shrug. Probably do need to... We play the Shrug first, so the Seeing Red is not in the pile. And then that did give me an attack, so I'll play the Seeing Red as well. Get him, Ashes. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We get another boat thingy, this time the turn 1 boat thingy, giving us 10 block on turn 1. We are a boat, ladies and gentlemen, or at least 2/3 of one. Ooh, more choices. Man, if I'd taken the Juggernaut, a second Shrug would be divine here. I also like the Infernal Blade. It's a random attack that costs 0. It also is an exhaust card, making our Ashes put in more work for us. I think for that reason I'm taking Infernal Blade here. Plus I've already got a pretty good block core. And we're down 1 strike. That should be enough cards for now. Cleric offers us a heal or a card removal. Honestly, this is not that much health for fighting Slime Boss and another elite. If I take the heal here, we can likely get away with an upgrade. At the fire, upgrading Infernal Blade or Stingray or Bash or something. Look at that 0 cost. Otherwise, we get a card removed, probably another strike, and that's okay, but not necessarily that helpful. Maybe you can remove a defend at this point. But I think I'd rather take the heal. Also means we have a little bit more money to work with. Leg of a limb. Trying to wake him up on turn 2. That seems reasonable. Good. Guess I'm not really going to need that next turn. Oh well. Get booted. You fool. Oh, the body slam with 26 block. Get destroyed. Well, that went fantastically. And Combust can finish the job. We also have Boot to make the strikes do almost full damage here. Mummified Hand. Again, not a rare relic. This is an uncommon relic. Now, when we play a power card, a random card in our hand costs 0, I knew we should have taken that Juggernaut. Oh well, if we see another Juggernaut, I might take it. I might take it. We also get a weak potion, and oh, I definitely should have taken the Juggernaut, because there's a Metallicize, 3 block per turn. It's also in the form of a power, which means it'll activate the Mummy Hand, and for that reason I'm picking up Metallicize. Only 1 copy of Metallicize, but I am picking up Metallicize here. Oh boy. We'll take 1 combat, 1 event, I think. First up, these nerds, and they're gonna get combusted on. Oof. Good luck, nerds. Kaboom! Easy. There's the Feel No Pain. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. Now I'm really pissed I didn't take Juggernaut. Hello? Josh Brock says, what circumstances need to exist to justify a second copy of Metallicize? I do think it needs to be upgraded at a minimum. Maybe if you've got a dual wield, and you could make even more of them. Now that we have a Mummy Hand and several powers, this deck definitely would take a dual wield. I know Juggernaut might be back, but now we're at the point where we actually want 2 Juggernauts. So I will always be sad that we didn't take it. Just literally forever. Might be taking a Snecko Eye. I could see upgrading Power Through. It's just such a huge block upgrade. Or upgrading Shrug, just because we play Shrug a lot. Let's just upgrade Shrug for now. Stack is Blanc. This deck Blanc. Okay. This fight's largely a question of just, can I play all the powers? And the answer is yes. Full blocked. How often do you get to full block Slime Crush, right? Yes, give me more slimes. They only fuel my power. Oh no, my power. Do up to 5x5 plus 7. 32? That won't be enough to split them no matter what. Damage only seems lacking because we didn't take Juggernaut. I mean it. But don't worry, Combust is going to put in most of the work we need. As is the Ashes here. We just did 21 damage with Combust. We're going to do another 21 damage this turn. There we go. Easy. Nice hand. GG. These aren't Juggernaut. Theoretically, we could take Demon Form and have that be okay. I'm rather tempted to take a Brutality here. Gives us more card draw, and it works nicely with Mummy Hand, but is that too many powers, and is that too much self-damage? It might be. I'd be more interested in Demon Form if I had more attacks that would do damage. Currently, I don't. So Bailey asked, now that 2021 is over, which game did I enjoy the most over that year aside from Spire? Which game did I enjoy most out of 2021? There's a couple of good candidates there. I had a really, really good time with There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension when we played that for the community vote earlier this year. That one definitely stands out in my head. It's probably the game vote game that I personally enjoyed the most. Carpet Bread, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Welcome from the YouTube. I will take this Brutality. This deck really needs a Rupture now. Oof. Busted Crown Ectoplasm. As my choice is coming out of Act 1, that is harsh. What if I just took more Relics instead? I can't believe Stanley Parable is getting more content. Like, what? That game is so old. Honestly, we have so much energy generation via the Mummy Hand, I'm really not interested in getting an energy relic with a downside. I think I'm going to try taking the Culling Bell. We get a Curse, and yes, we get some really good relics. Art of War gives us a bonus if we don't play any attacks on our turn. Pair gives us more health to work with, and the Pocket Watch, oh boy, the Pocket Watch. If we play 3 or fewer cards on our turn, then on the next turn we draw +3. Really nice with the Art of War, as you can have a very passive turn, where you just play 3 non-attack cards, and then on your following turn you have 4 energy and 8 cards with which to destroy your foes. Can't believe I didn't take that Juggernaut. There's a lot of relics coming out of Act 1, that's for dang sure. Thinking we should hit a store. I'd like to remove another basic card of some kind. I'm a little bit worried about how we're going to do enough damage to defeat the elites of this act. Particularly Book of Stabbing is too much of a threat to fight right now without a Juggernaut. Dang. So I should avoid elites at least for the time being. Oh. Never mind. I'm fighting an elite. There's no way around this. Okay. Well, in that case, I probably want to go to this store and a rest site before I have to do that. From there, we can figure it out. Yeah, just find wing boots in the store? Question mark? I don't have enough money. No. It's all gone wrong. Get 1 more energy if I don't play the strike. I guess I just won't play the strike. Draw 8. So I get a dazed into the draw pile for every non-attack card I play, you say? Well, guess what? I like that. Also, I totally didn't need the energy this turn. Two damage to myself per turn. A lot of self-damage. Beautiful. Would Tungsten Rod block both of those? Yes, Tungsten Rod would stop both instances of self-damage. Likewise, Rupture would activate from both, because they're coming from different cards, and they actually activate at different times. Brutality is the start of your turn, Combust is the end of your turn. Might want to take a Pummel Strike, just so I have a little bit more targeted damage. I think I will. I don't like that this is unupgraded, but I don't feel like I have a choice at the matter. Yeah, we don't want both, though. Definitely don't want both. The Avocado don't. What's in the Infernal Blade? Not gonna play that. Good. So just play 3 cards, draw 8. I'm not going to play Combust in this fight. I don't really want to play Brutality either. Be careful here. First of all, how dare you? brutality. Shoot. +9. Oh, so close. Do it defensively instead. We really can't afford to be stalling like this every turn when we are hemorrhaging health to do so. It's not good. Can I do 23 +6? Let's see. Bash plus Wild Strike is 8 +18. It's not quite enough. I would need Combust to make Bash free. What about now? I can do Bash plus Regular Strike plus Combust. That's 9 +8 +7. Plasma Orbs, did you hear about the Ironclad who tried to become a blackjack dealer? Unfortunately, his hands were always combust. There might have been a kill in there somewhere with boot value. Did not consider boot. I don't think it was enough, though. Either way, I'm thrilled to be out of that fight alive. Wait a minute. Blood for blood? Costs 1 less for each time you lose health this combat. Well, we could definitely oblige that card in its requirement. Oh, no. That's not good. 1. Okay. 2. 3. Really not good that they both buffed on turn 1. They're both going to attack me this turn? Yeah. Rude. Probably speed potion on the defense now. Still take a bunch of damage. And then both boat relics just managed to be useless here. That's tough. I don't get the luxury of not playing Combust against these two. Definitely losing more life than we're healing in most of these fights. It's not too bad, though. Smart Hand, thank you so much for the 2 months. Do we add a Perfected Strike? Currently, I have 5 strike cards, so it's like 22 damage. Above Freezing, thanks for the 100 bits. Looks like I need an Evolve to make it a second power through viable. Worse than Carnage Plus, but better than Carnage Minus. One sec. Taoist Chuckle, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. I don't think I want any of this from the current position. Act Boss is Collector. How are we dealing with Collector currently? Blood for Blood is the primary source of strategy. Okay, I would take a second Blood for Blood. I do not want a Perfected Strike. That'll help. Immolate. 21 damage to all enemies. Puts a burn into the discard pile. That I can get behind. I can also maybe get behind Ori, letting us look at and add 5 cards to the deck. Lastly, there is Fire Breathing here, allowing us to use status cards for area effect damage. All of these are pretty spicy. Although I notably can't do Ori Immolate card removal. Only we had bought the Singing Bowl. Yeah, there's definitely lots of very good things Ori could find. Juggernaut, Rupture, or Shrugs, Corruption, Dark Embrace, any of that. Just any of that. What do you got? Upgraded Pummel Strike. Don't forget there's a 25% chance. There it is! Yes! It happened. Ori for Juggernaut equals success. My god, the power. And a pair of True Grits. Or 1 True Grit, 1 Sentinel, perhaps. The luck is here. Okay, we're definitely taking that. Definitely taking this. I think I'll take True Grit. Even though it's not upgraded. And here, do I take True Grit or do I take Sentinel? And I'll probably be upgrading one of the True Grits here. Take the Sentinel. That's plenty of cards. I'm still taking the Immolate also. Do I buy a potion? How worried am I about these next few floors? Reasonably concerned? Reasonably concerned. I think a skill potion would go pretty well here. We'll do it. And then with 2 potions, we'll head through the event. With Knowing Skull here. Hilarious. Thank you for showing up right after the shop, Mr. Skull. I don't want to mess with you. I have 2 potions. Don't want any money. Don't want any colorless cards. I'm going to say no thank you and be on my merry way. And upon reflection, I should actually be upgrading probably Juggernaut more than anything else here. Although the Immolate upgrade also very tempting, considering we're fighting at least 1 elite here. Let's go with the Immolate upgrade upon review. No money, no money. Unfortunately, I have no health to spare at the Stinky Skull, and no shops coming up. It's time to fight for our life. First up, an excellent turn 1 against Scrum Leader. Followed by this. Hello? I think this run has really highlighted why I like the turn 2 boat thing of most of all. With how many fights have whiffed completely on. Alright, we'll use the weak potion, maybe also the skill potion. Let's see what the skill potion has first. True Grit or Shockwave. Do them both. Guaranteed hit on the Curse the Bell too, that's pretty good. played that last attack. Oh god. Whew. Skin of our teeth there. Darkstone Fury app will reward us for taking future curses. There's the Corruption. Corruption makes all skills free and exhaust a skill whenever we play it. There's also Shockwave for AoE weaken Vuln, but I think the Corruption is the more important first thing to get, so to speak. If I take Corruption and Rest, we should be good to fight 2 more elites, I think. I'm just going to make sure we have... Now that I have no potions, I'm just going to make sure I have enough health to get through the next gauntlet. Bag of Marbles will help by applying a Vulnerable on turn 1. If we draw Immolate in our opening hand, life could be good. Oh, the boot value, though. Okay, I actually got health from that one. That was good. Now the True Grit, Anger, or Perfected Strike. I would take an upgraded True Strike, but I don't want an unupgraded one. Upgraded True Grit, excuse me, not True Strike. The truest of strikes. Easy. It's gonna hurt a bit. Ow. That actually wasn't too bad. I will super take an upgraded Warcry. It's card draw, and it's area of effect damage with the Ashes. It's block with the Feel No Pain, which is then more damage with the Juggernaut. Just going to activate everything. The number of Perfected Strikes we've seen this act, though. Alright, here's my most hated foe, the Book of Stabbing, the one I'm most worried about on this run. Let's take the 1 damage. Please allow me to get everything in play. Oh, good. I was worried for a second we weren't going to see Juggernaut in time, but here it is. Here it is. Let's put this on top. Thanks, Infernal Blade. Thanks. Look at that. 13 damage every time I play a card, basically, because of the interactions between the Charon's Ashes, the Corruption, and the Juggernaut, and the Feel No Pain. Destroyed. Paper Frog will make our Vulnerable more powerful. That's very good with Bag of Marbles. Here's yet another power, but I think we're actually a little bit worried about having too many powers for Act 3, especially, when we might have to fight the Awakened one. Would really like to see a Disarm or 3 to help us out with that problem. Not going to add more powers. I would even be kind of squeamish with regards to something like... Evolve. Really just letting the Pocket Watch draw through to the powers that we need. Get those powers in play, and from there, everything can be easy peasy like. Comes upgraded. Whenever we lose HP from a card, gain 2 strength. AKA 4 strength per turn for 1 energy. Alright, fine. The Battle Trance might have been actually better there, for the record. Here it comes. There it goes. Just gonna skip the combust here. Blood Vial, a little bit more healing. Always appreciated. Now that we have really good strength gain, I do like the idea of a strength scaling card, like Sword Boomerang. But maybe the Pummel Strengths and the Blood for Blood are enough. I'm a little wary of adding more attacks to the stack. We really want to increase our skill density and our card draw so that we can tackle the late game. We also really want to get some of these removed. Carnage is nice because if you just don't play it, it simply provides some block. I think I'll be skipping. Upgrade on Juggernaut. Make that 7 damage. That is going to be the primary engine by which we kill Collector. Oof. Hello. It's a sad turn 1. And a much better turn 2. Okay, what's the correct way to play this? If I play Corruption, I may not be able to play Juggernaut. It's actually a 60% chance that we end up just making a attack free with Mummy Hand, and then our combo stops. I think I want to play Rupture first. We may Distilled Chaos depending on the outcome. Ah, easy. Okay, never mind. We get everything in play. Thank you, Mummy Hand. Easy. Quite. That seems like a pretty good turn. GG. All those powers going off just obliterates everything once they're down. And thanks to Pocket Watch, we have an easy time getting them in play. Now here's the real hard decision. Do we take the Fiend Fire, the Offering, or the Impervious? All have their own merits here. Fiend Fire is a fight finisher of sorts. Damage per card in hand, scaling with our strength, scaling with our card draw, and exhausting a whole bunch of stuff. Offering is instant card draw and energy, always useful, or Impervious is really good block. I think I personally like the Fiend Fire the most. Fiend Fire is going to let me delete unneeded powers against Awaken 1. It's going to let me just end fights instantly. The AoE damage it does is enormous. The single target damage it does is enormous. Oh yeah, with Feel No Pain and Juggernaut, we also get to like triple dip on the damage in a really hilarious fashion. Just the sheer number of cards getting exhausted. I don't hate Velvet Choker plus Pocket Watch, but this deck definitely needs to be able to play 20 cards on a turn every now and then, so I don't really love Velvet Choker. I guess 3 energy will be okay with Art of War Mummy Hand, after all. That means my choices are double the effectiveness of potions or transform and upgrade 3 cards. And I'm definitely down to transform and upgrade 3 strikes into anything else. Don't mind the defense, thanks to the corruption. Yeah, nothing really speaking for Sacred Bark. I don't have any potion synergy, no potion belt, no white bee statue. Those both make Secret Bark a lot better. So does Courier, interestingly. But let's go Astro. Dunk 3 strikes. Oh yeah. The double Juggernaut has arrived. It's finally here. We also got another power through and a not too bad Twin Strike. Hey everyone. Did you know that you can now support me directly on YouTube by getting a channel membership? For as low as $5 a month, you'll get access to perks like custom badges and emojis to use in comments and discounts on the merch store, all while helping support me and this channel to do what I love every day. Just click the join button below to get started. Now back to the video. Did you hear about the dog that people started worshipping? It had a sacred bark. Did you hear about the dog who became a computer programmer? His bark was worse than his megabyte. Did you hear about the dog who became a doctor? His patients died because he was a dog and he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, I've got to kill all 3 of these nerds at the same time, ideally while not getting destroyed. Personally. Okay. That was beautiful. That was just beautiful. I actually don't dislike this Iron Wave. It plays nicely with our double jugs, but it does distress the Art of War significantly. So it will not be added. Well, that's the problem, Glassel. He actually went through 8 dog years of med school, and it turns out that was not enough teaching. Flannel Violin, thank you so much for the 25 months. Get him. Wait. Get him. And it says plus on it. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. Says that power. That's going to speed us up enough that we no longer care about the Awakened one. Now we can just add more powers, because we have the card draw to support it. For example, a second Feel No Pain, which I think is an excellent addition. I like the Shrug a lot. I even like this Purity a lot, letting us exhaust cards in hand at our discretion. Also here, Prismatic Shard, letting us, well, get silly with it. Although there's not a lot of things the Shard could do that would be particularly amazing. If we could find a after image or a heat sinks, we would have a really good time. Frost cards would be pretty good too, actually. This run's in really good shape. And I could afford Shrug, Feel No Pain, Prismatic Shard, huh? I do agree with those who have the sentiment that we need a little bit of extra energy. However, I don't think we want it on turn 1 when we only draw 5 cards. And Mummy Hand often provides bonus energy. We're also often only looking to play 3 cards on turn 1. I'd much rather have a Happy Flower or an Ice Cream or something. Ice Cream would be amazing. Alright, I'll buy the Shard. Let's make this spicy interesting. While I'm incidentally win streaking or whatever. And give me an event. It's a fight. Oh, go figure. For shame. Did I play the wrong card? Not sure. Doesn't look like it. $14 damage per block. Instance. Wow. Draw 4 cards, discard 1 card, says Acrobatics Plus. That's actually pretty incredible. One of the things Ironclad doesn't have ready access to is card draw from his cards. That's part of why Dark Embrace is such a powerful build-enabling card on Clad. It's just because there's not cards like Acrobatics. There's no draw 4s that he has. I guess there's Battle Trance, but there's really not a lot of ways to get more cards into your hand as the Clad. But Acrobatics, that definitely does it. Yeah, it's even free if we have played Corruption. That's true. Battle Trance and Offering also ways to get card draw, but you'll also note that those are also very highly rated cards on the Clad. It's just a really hard effect to get your hands on. Alright, I'll just do this, I guess. Could have maybe used the Swift Potion here, but I'm not too worried. Feels like we need to upgrade Corruption based on that turn 1, though. Based on this. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Did you know that Mummy Hand cards lose their cost reduction if they leave your hand for any reason? I didn't know that. I knew playing them reset the cost. I knew ending the turn reset the cost. But I did not know that using Warcry to put a card on top of the deck would also reset the cost. Huh. That's news to me. Here's a card draw card. Rushdown. Wait a minute. Wait a second. We're infinite now, right? That's what this means? No, of course the Rushdown doesn't do anything. We could take Tantrum to let us double our attack damage, but quite frankly, most of my damage is Juggernaut, and it's not going to get doubled. Although we are scaling strength a lot with the Ruptures. I actually don't think I need it, and I definitely don't want to get double damage. So, I'll pass. Thank you, Seeing Red. One. Two. One. Poor giant head. Bag of Preparation helps our turn 1 being a little bit underwhelming in terms of draw, because now we draw 2 more cards on turn 1. 3 pretty good block cards. I'm particularly happy with a Leg Sweep, as that also adds some weaken to the mix, which we currently don't have. Watashi, thank you so much for the 19 months. Came for the chair, but the chair was gone. Lives on in our hearts and in our sub badges for those of us who are 3 years or more. But yes, we stand independent, free of all chair these days. I have to say, my legs and back have never felt better, and I've never been happier with my work setup. But it was sad to see the chair go. ASDF says, if Mummy Hand makes Protect 0 cost, will it retain that cost reduction until the next turn? No. No. Mummy Hand wears off at the end of turn, or if the card leaves your hand for any reason. But retaining is not good enough. One. Two. Ashes do most of the work there. Nice. Hey there, Steven. We go for the heart on every run on this channel, as a general rule. So you better believe we're going for the heart on this run. Okay, unfortunate. Beautiful. Question card makes me question why we fought that Reptomancer. Storm. Storm is funny. Storm is really funny. I actually love Calculated Gamble, though, letting us discard our hand to draw that many cards. That is a heck of a lot of shuffling through the deck power. And I think is a lot more useful here. How many, just out of curiosity, though, how many powers do we have? We have 10 powers in the deck, so we could get up to 10 lightning orbs from Storm. It's pretty spicy. That'll essentially just be 8 damage whenever to a random target whenever we play a power card, which is, compared to Juggernaut, pretty sad. Pretty sad. When an Ascension 20 Ironclad run without exhaust, well, I mean, you start with a card that says Ethereal on it. Does that count? Because that would be a problem. If Ascender's Bane counted it in any way, shape, or form. Gonna recall? Gonna recall. Could take another combat instead. I think I'd like the fire. Gotta take the blue key over this Vajra Relic here. And now we sleep. Dad joke for Dungeon Master 4K. What sound does the God of Resurrection make? The Ancient of Resurrection, when it stubs its toe. Knee, ouch! Oh, the dreaded double orb walkers. These guys are pretty spicy. A very threatening combat that puts a lot of damage and a lot of burns into your deck very quickly. But a generous reward in the form of a rare relic plus a lot of cash with a shop coming up soon, right? Yeah. Could take a shop right away, although I'll probably avoid that shop and we'll go to the shop in Act 4. Either way, I generally feel like this fight is something you have to be willing to trade health in and willing to use potions in order to be able to take safely. And we have very good potions that I'm more than willing to use here. So let's do it. Plus, with the right draw order, we'll be invincible. I am invincible. Plus, casually dealing 49 damage to both of them seems relatively acceptable. Let the pocket watch carry us forward. I was going to say, I can't believe we drew none of our powers on turn 1. I guess I found them all. This is a really good hand, because it means I can play everything. Well, there they are. And there they go. For all that, we get a Lizard Tail, a second chance at life if we should die, as well as Cool-Headed, Perfected Strike, Cut Through Fate, or Accuracy. Cut Through Fate, nice for a little bit of scry, letting us check the draw pile. Cool-Headed also is a Frost Orb, which makes Juggernaut go off even more times. It's also a skill that draws cards, so I like it for that reason. Let's grab one Cool-Headed. Carry me, Art of War. Uh-oh. Oh! Save me! No! Alright, fine. All's okay. What about a Blade Dance, though? Blade Dance adds 3 shivs, which each exhaust, activating Feel No Pain and Juggernaut and Dark Embrace. This card is crazy good. Turbo could give us some more energy. Or Havoc could just try to play stuff. I think I'm taking this Blade Dance, though, genuinely. Oh, and it activates the Charon's Ashes? That's right. A lot of exhaust. And we get boot value on each Shiv, the power. Here's a preview of what this will do. Can't believe we skipped the accuracy. Disaster. So each of them is 7 plus 3 plus draw 1. Which then also blocks. Get him, Juggernaut. Remember, Juggernaut goes off once per card exhausted too, thanks to Feel No Pain. Oh my god, we did get offered a capacitor. That's funny. I was like, what if we take a capacitor so that we can get multiple Frost Orbs? So that we can benefit more from Juggernaut each turn. But I think probably Apotheosis is better here. But man, is it hilarious to think about multi-Frost Orbs with Juggernaut. And it is a power. But no, it'll get in the way. Meanwhile, Apotheosis upgrading everything means the Feel No Pain's block for more, we draw more cards. A lot of good things happen. And it's free with Corruption. I think I'll keep Double Distilled Chaos. 238 gold for the Tomb of Lord Red Mask. No thank you. We want to save our cash for that final store. And can make Brutality guaranteed on turn 1. It's pretty good here. Other upgrades that are reasonable included the Apotheosis. Time Eater shouldn't be a problem once we get the powers in play anyway. I'll play this. One, two, three. I think I get to play Corruption with both Juggernauts down. Do have to play the Combust then. And I think we can kill on this turn, right? Oh, yeah. Easily. Very easily. Let's see, it should be exclamation point kills is our command. There we go. 2 with Defect, 2 with Watcher, 1 with Ironclad and Silent. Generally speaking, everybody's going to be within 1 of each other as we're playing rotating victories. So I only rotate characters when we get a successful kill. Also, no Awaken 1, by the way. Very nice, very nice. Let's stop there and allow Pocket Watch to do the rest here. Truthfully, I wouldn't have been too worried about Awaken 1, although their power could get a little out of control, maybe. just Fiend Fire this entire hand. Just gonna do it. Maybe you should have played the Metallicize first. Sweet. Alright, we're in business with both Juggernauts down now. The Shivening. Glorious victory. GG. Two thump, two thump, two thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of this evil? We did in fact get that prismatic, that apotheosis from a card reward screen, which can happen with Prismatic Shard. One of the cool little benefits of Prismatic Shard is that the colorless cards go into the random card pool, which is kind of neat. One last upgrade. I think upgrade one of the Feel No Pains, so that if we draw it before Apotheosis, it's nice. Could also upgrade the Apotheosis to save an energy if we draw it before Corruption, but only if. Mostly the upgrade order doesn't matter here. Last chance at an Evolve. I think it's actually decent now that we're past any threat of Awakened one. Second Wind also exceptional here, exhausting all the non-attack cards in our hand, giving us block for each one. That's actually got to be the real winner here. Second Wind, remove the last strike. Feels beautiful. Could maybe take a Havoc. Secret Weapon could be nice. I like our current potions. I'm just going to go Second Wind, card remove. Leaving us at a mere 40 card deck. I want to say we bought Cauldron on one of our recent runs. Sometimes the best thing you can do is look at a bunch of potions, but it's pretty rare. My main beef with Cauldron is that Cauldron is offering you the chance to exchange money for random potions, but you're always also offered 3 potions that you know what they are in exchange for money, so it's usually better to look at the guaranteed potions and buy one of these than it is to buy the Cauldron. Now, if the Cauldron appeared in a place where you couldn't otherwise get potions, I think it might be more interesting. But that's fundamentally the problem with Cauldron, is that there's potions right here that you can buy. And that's always the case. Alright, I like that turn 1. Do I pocket watch? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna not play this Juggernaut. We do have 2 of them. And draw 3 more cards. Which I think was a reasonably solid choice. Exact block. Oh boy. See you later, nerd. Yes. Centennial Puzzle will be even more card draw during the heart fight. We could take an Electrodynamics. That's pretty entertaining. I like Backflip a lot. Gain 8 block, draw 2 cards. How many block instances was that? 2 per non-attack card that were in my hand. Because each of them you gain block 1 time from Second Wind per card. And then once again per card from Feel No Pain. So 2 per card. Each of that activates both Juggernauts, and then also Charon's Ashes 2 times. Or no, just 1 time from Ashes. So 1 Ashes, 2 Juggernauts. So far, Ashes has only done about 1,000 damage. It's actually on the low end for Charon's Ashes this early in the run. But we've been doing other stuff. And I think I'll take a Liquid Memories over a Distilled. Some interesting stuff I could do with that. Alright, Mr. Hart. Turn 1 Juggernaut, turn 1 Apotheosis. You love to see it. Along with some of our best offense here. Let's go Brutality. Juggernaut. Can't play that. Probably Liquid Memories then. Stop turn. Okay. All right. Well, fair enough, fair enough. Looking like a great second win here. Currently, there's not room in hands. Feel No Pain, then Liquid Memories Apotheosis, so that would be sacrificing the upgrade on the Feel No Pain if we did that. I'm not thrilled by that idea. If I shrug first, I still can't Liquid Memories. So we have to, like, play Defend first. Defend, Liquid Memories, Apotheosis, then Feel No Pain, then Second Wind? That's pretty reasonable. We'll lose that Shrug Plus. Though. Actually, we'll lose both Shrug Pluses. Could just play this lined instead of a Defend. Sacrificing Feel No Pain feels like an oh no anyway kind of moment. Definitely that's true considering there's another upgraded one in the draw pile, right? We're only talking about 7 versus 8, not 3 versus 4. But it does have a notable impact on this turn. But yeah, given that I don't really want to play any of the other stuff, I could Distill Chaos first. We might hit Calculated Gamble. There's a few things that could go wrong there, but at least Fiend Fire is no longer in the draw pile. That's a reasonable choice. Although I'd rather Apotheosis before playing stuff in the draw pile. You know? Oh. That didn't work out as intended. Did not work out as intended at all. Guess I should have... Oh, no, here we are. Thank you, Sing Red. And then life was good. Life got really good suddenly. Get him. Blocked. Still need that second Juggernaut. Hello? You'll note that we're very casually just doing 200 damage per turn now. Feels good. Smell you later, Mr. Hart. Get Fiend fired. Upon. Hey there. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.